Hello guys, I was hoping I could make this video alone, but since my son is a bit sick, so he can't go to kindergarten, and I've been putting this off for months. I should have done this in the summer, and this is potting up my Alocasia corms, some of which have already about 2 leaves. Some of them only one, and one is not sprouted a leaf yet. We're going to pot up at least the ones that have 2 leaves. I have here 3 cups that I've melted holes into, and I've got some soil here, which is a mix of sand, potting soil, a little bit of orchid bark and charcoal and perlite and some worm castings. So this is what it looks like. These pieces of bark are a bit too big, I think, but I hope it will not be a problem. Right, let's get to potting some of these. I'm not going to fill the cups to the top because they're still small plants. Maybe about halfway. Okay, so let's now choose one of these corms. Okay, I think I'm going to choose this one first. They've been propagating in a bit of water for maybe half a year now. I already had 4 of them which are put into substrate and cups, but these ones were a bit slower to grow, so I got 12 corms in total from my Alocasia poly, and these are the last ones to sprout. Okay, maybe I'm going to need to add more soil because I want them to be out of the cups. No, that's fine. Okay, I'm just going to fill in the substrate. I got my Alocasia poly, I think, around April or March, and that's the time when I unpotted it, cut all the roots off, and stuck it in water so I can start the transition to semi-hydro. And that's when I started these corms in a shallow puddle. I started some of them in perlite, I think 3 of them in perlite. And okay, so this is the first one. We're going to water them later. What was I saying? So yeah, I propagated some of them in perlite, most of them in the shallow puddle method. And because it wasn't too warm yet here in Bulgaria, they were a bit slow to sprout, but in the summer they've all just taken off, and it's been such a joy to watch them sprout their first leaves. I love watching that. I sent off one of them, which was in perlite. I sent one of them off on a trade in which I got my string of hearts, but the others are still here. I have been having some trouble with keeping leaves on them. I think there's something fungal going on with them because the leaves have been melting, so I don't know what I should do with that because I don't have access to any fungal sprays or anything. Let's see, the last one I'm going to do today. It should probably be this one. It has smaller leaves, but it has 2 of them. Or maybe I should do this big one, the big leaf. Let's do the one with the big leaf. Okay. So I've been thinking probably doing something like, I know neem oil is good for fungal issues, and also hydrogen peroxide. What else was there? Vinegar. I don't know what I should do with them, but the leaves just don't seem to stick around. They only have 1 leaf at a time. Okay, I think this looks good enough. Okay, this is the last one, so I have 3 here. So number 3, number 2, and number 1. As for what I'm going to do with these, I'll probably sell them off locally, or trade them for something that I don't currently have. Excuse you. I'm going to give these a water, and I don't know if you can see them. They're still very tiny, but let me get the bigger ones to show you. Okay, these are the ones that sprouted earlier. This is what I'm talking about. So this is the newest leaf, but I've had to cut some parts of the old leaves so that they don't continue burning like a wick, burning off. The same with this one. This is the oldest leaf. This is the newest leaf. And with this one, the older leaf died off. This is a leaf that came in like a couple of weeks ago, and it's got a new leaf coming in. Hopefully it keeps this one. We'll see how it... Okay, so far I've got 6 Alocasia polys potted up, and hopefully the other 4, actually I have another one, but it's in perlite, and I'm not moving that one yet. This one is in perlite too, by the way. I don't know if you can see, but it's very algae-y. And yeah, the other 4 I will be potting up, and I don't know, when I make some more cups and have some more substrate. But for now, I just had these 3 cups on hand, so that's what I did. If you have any questions about Alocasia corm sprouting, I can try to help with that. I don't have any experience with fluval stratum. I know a lot of people use that and it works great for them, but since I don't have any, and it's kind of hard to get it here in Bulgaria. Not that it's impossible. They sell it in some aquarium shops online, but my deal is that I don't have the means to spend too much on my hobby, which is plant care. So I'm trying to go the cheapest route possible that is still successful and works well. So for me, this has been the shallow puddle method and perlite with corms. Of course, you're going to need a lot of warmer weather, because they tend to rot or just sprout much more slowly when it's cool. So you need to have them in a warm place and a bright spot so that they can have energy to grow. And also, now I'm going to pop these into not these, because these are already living in ambient humidity, but the others, these three, and probably this, because I'm tired of keeping it in the small plastic box, clear plastic box that I'm using. I'm just going to put all of these in my clear plastic container with a lid. Let me just get that. This is my container. And this is the lid. So I'm going to put these inside. I really hope this is in frame. Right, so I'm just going to close the lid, and probably going to keep this in my son's room, which is the warmest and brightest in all our flat. Okay, so this is my son's messy bed, and right next to the bed, this is where the alocasias are going to sit. This is his chair that he used to use on the tiny table when he was younger. And I've watered these. These are the corms still in the shallow puddle, and this is the one that I kept in perlite. Okay, the window is right over there, and in the morning the sunlight gets up to here, so I think they're going to do well. Okay guys, so this is it from us. We're going to go have a snack now. Bye bye.